to South America. You are watching USA Basketball presented by Nike. The U.S. men's team against Nigeria just 5 days before the Americans make their 2016 Rio Olympic debut. Our starting lineups presented by Gatorade. Team USA is down 2 players tonight. Paul George will sit out his second straight game because of a minor calf injury, and Kyrie Irving is out tonight because of a thigh bruise he suffered against Venezuela on Friday. Coach Mike Krzyzewski playing to the crowd as always. Houston native DeAndre Jordan gets his first start of this exhibition season. Kyle Lowry is the lone guard in the lineup along with Harrison Barnes, Carmelo Anthony, and Kevin Durant. Will get deeper into the Nigeria roster along the way. But first, we're joined by Jared Greenberg, who has more on an off-day distraction for Team USA.
Certainly, Matt, Draymond Green living out a lifelong dream, having the opportunity to play in the Olympics. But it is safe to say what Draymond went through yesterday was a bit of a nightmare when he admittedly hit the wrong button on Snapchat, a social media application, posting an inappropriate picture of himself, which was intended to be a private message, but it went out for the entire world to see. Draymond has apologized for the situation, acknowledging any criticism from this latest incident comes with the territory. You'll recall that back in July, Draymond reached a plea agreement from an assault charge in Michigan. Now, I spoke to Jerry Colangelo, the managing director of USA Basketball. He tells me he had a conversation yesterday with Draymond in which he told him, listen, this was a big mistake, but he's proud that he owned up to it. However, he reiterated to Draymond, Matt, that he needs to stay focused and use good judgment. Clearly not the case yesterday on Snapchat.
It's a different starting lineup than we were led to believe for Team Nigeria.
They deceived us.
Yes, they did.
Surprisingly, they won the tip.
An early lineup shakeup. Ben Uzo is the point guard. He wears number 4, Houston born. Talk more about his story as well. That's Ike Diagu, familiar name to NBA fans, wearing number 6, spent last season in China.
Once again, Matt, we see USA switching everything on the perimeter, forcing Nigeria into a tough contested three-point shot.
That was Ebi Arab, short on the 3, and back comes Harrison Barnes for the United States, wearing their navy blue road uniforms. Barnes with the floater in and out. Jordan once, Jordan twice. DeAndre Jordan, the Houston native, gets the United States.
Their best player doesn't go well for them.
And excuse me, that was a Beckway. Kenny Beckway off the free throw line, and Kevin Durant doing what he does at Nigeria. And the United States up 6-2, brings it back the other way. Harrison Barnes from 3.
Well, I guess the law of percentages, they're bound to.
Former NBA player Ben Uzo with Lowry on him. Out to Oguchi. Crosses over on Durant, back to Uzo. Hesitation to get into the paint. Swatted away by Jordan.
Swatted indeed by Jordan.
Blocked 4 shots in the first half against Venezuela the other night. Nigeria 0 of 6 from the field, and there goes their first shot of the night.
And that's what they had.
Uzo.
And that's what they had.
Every member of Team Nigeria is a United States citizen. Obviously, they have dual citizenship. They're able to satisfy the requirements to play for Nigeria. Virtually all are second generation as Jordan throws it down. Recognition by Kyle Lowry to find the big fella, and you throw in the general vicinity of the rim, and Jordan's going to come down with it.
Nigeria not communicating on their zone defense, and Kyle Lowry taking advantage of it, finding the big fella.
Hesitation by Lowry. And a turnover. He tried to throw that cross court. 2-on-1 for Nigeria here. And the lob to Aminu, and a bucket via the fast break for Nigeria.
And we talked, Nigeria, they want to get up and down.
Oguchi on the drive. Kicks it out to Uzo. Back in the paint. He goes in green for the United States.
It looks right now, Matt, that Nigeria feels like they can play with Team USA as Jimmy Butler tips it in, but you saw out of that timeout a little bit of confidence.
Here's Green over to Butler. Another Houston guy, Jimmy Butler. Thompson. Deep 3 is good. Klay Thompson. That was Okoye launching himself, trying to get the foul call. And instead, an empty possession by Nigeria. Great defense by the United States. And on you.
2014, they were second in three-point percentage, and back in 2012, among all Olympic competition teams, they were first, shooting 40.
Turnover by the U.S. here. Nigeria can play out the quarter, but Ume will push instead. Okoye. Deep two is good for Josh Okoye, who briefly played in the NBA 3 seasons ago. Barnes up against the clock and Benajay, and it's good. Excuse me, DeRozan from the baseline. High arcing shot over Benajay. And the United States, after another slow start, will take a 13-point lead to the second quarter.
And I love that right there, DeRozan. That's what he does, mid-range. Yes, they did.
Good ball movement by Nigeria, and the bucket to Michael Ume. Dealing with officials and bad calls early in his career. There's been no sign of that so far in red, white, blue.
Without a doubt, and he credits his experience in 2014 as a growth experience as Butler hits the nice floater.
Beautiful touch by
two guys at him, trying to frustrate him, see if he can make the adjustment and find the open shooters.
Kevin Durant back in the game for the United States. DeRozan, baseline and a hammer. DeMar DeRozan.
The toughest opponent that they might see in Brazil. But how do they respond? How do they come out? And so far, it's been pretty good.
Durant over Diagu. And Kevin Durant may have the field. That shot was off and hit Aminu. Durant's thinking about it again. Out to Thompson. Good option on the wing. Klay Thompson with another three. Thompson 3 and 4 now from the great beyond. And after the struggles from outside Friday night, the U.S. has found the touch. They are now 6 of 10 from three-point range. It's a 12-0 USA run.
You say good defense, I say better offense. Two of the best shooters in the world.
The U.S. has really picked it up here in the second quarter. It's now a quick 25-point lead. It's amazing how quickly these games get away for the United States and their opponents. Champaguchi with the bucket.
Moving the ball well, and then you got a guy here at 6'10", 6'11".
Durant, no. Melo, yes.
I'm still mesmerized by that move. It's
some scoop shot at the end. Wouldn't fall for him, but Melo had his back.
Well, Steve Nash did that because he was little.
That's right. Durant's got about, what, 10 inches on him. And back comes Ben Uzo, who's already provided a highlight from Team Nigeria here. He's been very good at getting into the paint and doing that. Ben Uzo.
I'll come out here and I'll support the team and be here. I'm on the floor in spirit with them.
Got injured during the finals. Give us an update where you're at, when we can expect to see you on the court, ready to go.
My plan is to be out there playing with my team and start the season. So I've been in Portland training with the trainers over there, and you know, I feel pretty good right now. So hopefully by the start of the season, I'm there ready to go.
Guys, we've been sitting together, Festus and I, watching parts of the game here.
Golden State Warriors this year. Now, hopefully, you guys bring all that love to Portland because we are expecting it. But it's been great. People, you know, the sport is growing all over the world, and everybody's supporting. I'm a testament to, you know, how kids.
And there've been some physical moments here with a couple of Nigerian players. And that's going back.
Matt, you talk about some of that physicality. It's getting a little chippy out here at times. I know Lowry and Udo have gotten into it a little bit as Udo's called for that foul.
Jordan went to the right hand on the dunk attempt, fouled by Uzo before he could throw it down. And that backcourt as the three is well off by Nigeria.
But I think when he gets the ball down low, you have to just foul him, wrap him up. As Durant with the nice Euro and finish. But if Jordan has a chance to dunk the ball,
this play as Lowry fell on Uzo.
And once again, man, just not fair. Durant with the nice Euro, 6'10", 6'11", finishing in transition. Just does it all in the offensive end.
Both of those teams presumably will have already qualified for the elimination portion of the tournament. Back here in Houston, Ike Diagu with the offensive former number 9 overall pick. Melo. Fade away. Beautiful.
And that's where he makes a living, Matt. Unguardable, really, one-on-one.
Jordan to Lowry. Thompson leaves it for Melo. Back to Lowry. Durant will try it from the same spot. In and out. Kept alive by Jordan. Another opportunity for the U.S. as time runs out here in the first half. Lowry, baseline, comes out the other side. Melo puts it on the floor and finishes at the bucket and one. Just got it off before the buzzer.
Not having Kyrie Irving tonight, others are going to have to step up. Might be Butler, might be Kevin Durant. You have some good options, though.
Aminu,
which is if you're Team USA, Aminu was able to take advantage. Now it's going through a three-point play.
third foul for Klay Thompson. Sports live in Atlanta.
NBA TV facilities.
That's right.
Get down the road.
DeMar DeRozan's handling for the U.S. What about Shampaguchi lost his dribble over to Ebby and Robb. Back down to Diago as they explore on the post. And Diago gave it up to Cousins. He gave another Houston-born player, Oguchi, trying to create a little highlight for the home folks. Cross court, Diago for three off the back rim.
I didn't know Diago had that in his game.
Well, he's been gone. He's been away.
He's been away for a while. Been working on it.
Butler with 7 on the night. Uzo lost it on his way up. U.S. has numbers. Cross court. Foul of the night.
And I'll tell you what, the ability of Team USA to change ends of the floor. Kevin Durant, the nice left-handed pass, and of course DeRozan finishing at the rim, which he's...
He has 4 points and 2 rebounds. Uzo, great hesitation on Melo, couldn't finish. Collected inside by Aminu and finished off.
The Team USA getting ready for Rio.
Butler to Anthony, baseline jumper is buried. Carmelo Anthony now 5 of 9 on the night, 12 points for him. Back to Diago they go, and it's another foul on Cousins. Or excuse me, that's on $39 million. Stick with the Raptors.
I'll tell you what, he has, along with Kyle Lowry, it's only...
It goes back to Durant, who crosses over Aminu. Melo at the elbow. Over Diago. And good. Just smooth. Chip on the shoulder exactly, but a, hey, we're going to use this to our advantage kind of approach as they go to the Olympics.
You have to, and it's unfortunate. It's playing for your country, and I think it's a different thing. And I played for Nigeria, and I coach over there, and we're trying to at least have a base to start. The NBA players, the NBA, and we're looking forward to the game next year over there. And I'm heading
in an unusual circumstance where they are raised so far from a country they're now representing in the Olympics.
Well, we have so many of them that move here or are born here, either come to college or come to high school, enjoying themselves so much. And I tell you what, it starts in a couple of days. They all leave, and then there you go.
DeAndre Jordan from Lowry, an alley-oop from about 50 in Africa, I assume.
So I'm going to my camps they start next week with Giants of Africa, and I'm really proud of going to 6 countries, and the tour starts in a couple of days, so I look forward to it. But I'll be
3. Back comes Draymond Green. High dribble, cross court to Melo and one. And Carmelo Anthony, one of the world's best scorers, is doing assists on this roster.
I'll tell you what, with the shooters you have out here, the guys that can score, and his ability to facilitate and find open man, the openest one. You want to fine-tune things here a little bit. On the offensive end, they were a lot better. DeAndre Jordan finishes with a nice hook shot.
Nothing new about the lob to DeAndre Jordan, but what did you call him?
I had to separate and differentiate him from Tom Heights, our super producer.
Okay.
Jeremy's the super dope producer.
Gotcha. Something just like so we're clear, that's a compliment. Over to Uzo, the hometown kid. Aminu over Jordan, and good. Holiday Aminu, 93.
Wait, did you say that right?
156-73. It was the most lopsided result in Olympic men's basketball history.
Wow.
Carmelo Anthony had 37 in that game. Firing post players and even some wing players to go visit Hakeem to work on their footwork. Some of that, I don't know how you feel about this, some of that you just have or don't have as a player. It certainly can be improved. That you don't have if you're a normal human.
As he's older in age, his footwork, his ability to move in the post, you know, not many guys can do that. And as Lowry knocks down another three-point shot is when they go 5-on-5 Team USA. That's going to be the best competition. I recall back in '96 on that dream team with Hakeem Olajuwon, as Jimmy Butler knocks down a mid-range jump shot. Every day having the opportunity to go. And so I looked at it as an opportunity as the youngest guy in the team, and I did get better. I gained a lot of confidence and learned a lot of tricks from Mr. Pippen.
Nice ball movement by Nigeria, and Shane Lawal throws it down, hurting his career, but he was eventually diagnosed with something called thoracic outlet syndrome. And trying to rebuild his NBA career. Thompson knocks down another three-pointer. It's Thompson's fourth. Effectively saved the Warriors' season in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals with that 41-point bucket binge.
His defense, I mean, he made Kyrie Irving take and make some tough shots as he hits another three-pointer. I would wonder. Really kind of got it going here early, and the team has stayed with that the rest of the way.
Durant and Thompson have knocked down 8 of their 13 attempts. And one for Oguchi.
Foul on that play, and he's missed a lot of shots, as has his team, but he's continued to fight hard.
Spent last season in Poland, but last year in the tournament that launched Nigeria into the Olympics. Draymond Green well off on the three. About 6 inches left of the rim. Oguchi again.
Oguchi.
States. 3 years at Oregon, finished off at Illinois State. Back comes Nigeria. And another three falls. Oguchi once again.
With the champ. Oh,
Diagu will have none of that. He tries the three and misses. Cousins lost it in transition. Barnes goes to the left hand. Nice finish by Harrison Barnes. Must be. Diagu is turned away by Barnes on one end. On the other end, Cousins got a deep position and dropped it home. Cousins now.
Cousins continuing to play hard.
Lowry wraps it up to DeMar DeRozan. Raptor to Raptor and hard to the rim. Oh, Oguchi. Not this time. Actually, that was Uzo, excuse me. And DeMar DeRozan puts the exclamation point. DeRozan.
Get the feeling those two have done that quite often. Just a fantastic finish to the last exhibition game, and DeRozan, he's done that throughout. Just